Okay, let's get you started with this. So we've got two people. We've got Harry. This is Harry. Don't say he looks like me because he clearly doesn't. This is Debbie. Here she is. And Harry likes watching darts and playing darts. He likes watching sport on TV. He likes going into town with his friends. That's the three things he likes. And we've got here j'aime and a space to write it on, j'aime and a space to write it on in French, j'aime and a space to write it on in French when you've found these three things. Debbie likes video games, shopping for nail stuff and makeup, dancing and singing in her room, and when you've found it, you're going to write it in here. Okay? Now I know you don't know French for darts yet because we've not taught you it. You will find it up here, and you will find it. Okay, people always do. So maybe you notice, I'll give you a clue, it's going to be plural. Okay, so if it's plural in English, it'll be plural in French. Maybe when you've done this one and this one and this one and this one, it's the only one left, so you can find it. Or maybe because you know watching and you know playing, you can find it quite easily. Okay. Same with makeup and nail stuff. I don't think you necessarily know that in French yet, but you'll know shopping, so you'll find it fine. Okay, let's have a look. Here we are. These are all mixed up. It says Harry and Debbie's descriptions have got mixed up, and you're going to write the correct activities from here for each person down here. J'aime danser et chanter dans ma chambre. J'aime regarder les fléchettes et j'aime jouer aux fléchettes aussi. J'aime jouer avec mon Xbox, j'aime jouer à Flag Day. J'aime regarder le sport à la télé. J'aime regarder le football, le rugby. J'aime faire les magasins, par exemple acheter du vernis pour les ongles et acheter du maquillage. J'aime sortir avec mes amis, par exemple j'aime aller à Durham or aller à Norwich. Okay, so you'll find the right ones from in there and you'll write them out in French here. I don't know if you're going to be typing it in which case probably get rid of this line, or if you're going to be writing it, printing this off and writing it, or if you're just going to write it on a piece of paper. If you are writing on a piece of paper, write me out the whole sentence with the I like at the front, please. Okay. If you want to stop the video and do that now, that's great. I'm going to show you what to do for number 2 as well. So number 2, decide who you think out of Debbie or Harry likes these things. What do we know about Debbie and Harry? Well, we know he's a boy, she's a girl. We could use our prejudices to think, well, probably he likes that and she likes that. That's okay, as long as we're aware we're doing that from prejudice, and we should keep an eye on ourselves. We've got a picture of what he looks like. Again, a picture of what she looks like. Do we judge people by what they look like? I don't know. We know he's called Harry and she's called Debbie. Again, that's their parents' fault for giving them those names. It's not an indication of their personality necessarily. What we do know is he likes these things and she likes these things, so that will help. There are no right answers. Okay, you can put them in Harry or you can put them in Debbie. It is up to you. Now, you're going to have to choose and have to work out what you think they mean. Let's have a look. J'aime écouter la musique pop. You'll have to decide who you think likes that by just everything you know about them already. And I do want you to write it in. If you're doing this on the sheet, you're going to write it here. Okay? J'aime écouter la musique pop, or here for Debbie on the other side. Don't just put H for Harry, D for Debbie. I want you to write these out in French sentences just to practice writing the French and to start learning it, start remembering it, and to have something nice to hand in to your teachers. And some sentences you can use. Let's go through. J'aime écouter de la musique pop. J'aime conduire un tracteur. J'aime jouer au foot. J'aime jouer sur mon PS4. J'aime aller au cinéma. J'aime jouer au badminton. J'aime nager. J'aime aller au magasin Lush. J'aime parler avec mes amis sur FaceTime. J'aime regarder YouTube. J'aime regarder Zoella. J'aime regarder la télé, surtout Brooklyn Nine-Nine. They do have that in France. They tend to watch it in English with French subtitles. J'aime regarder la Formule 1. J'aime faire des constructions avec Lego. Again, in there there's some that you know. There's some that you can get out your sheet from last lesson and check. And there's some that you're going to be using your brain. I'm not going to say guessing, I'm going to say using your brain. This one, when I do this in lessons, people do say, sir, does this mean drive a tractor? And I go, yes. Okay, so be brave and guess. No one's ever gone, sir, does this mean fly an aeroplane? No one's ever said that. So be brave and then decide, are you going to write it in here for Harry? You're going to write it in here for Debbie. Okay, so that's good. And try and do all of them. Don't just put H and D next to these. Well, you can do that to start off with, but then I want them written in. Writing them in is part of the process of learning them, and then check your spelling. Okay, now you'll need to get back on Satchel 1 and see what your teachers want you to do next, and what the arrangements are for meeting up at the end of the lesson, and what you'll have to hand in, and what you'll have to show and talk about at the end of the lesson. Okay.